All right, hello people. I am actually going to be sharing this with a bunch of my friends and family at first, since this is the first official live stream. Oh, hello. It is. Woo, my glasses can't go on straight, but that's okay. We'll just leave them on. Okay. Anyways, I got to first of all share this with a whole bunch of people. So just 1 second here. Bam. YouTube and chill. Lakeland. You are filming anime and manga themed 100-year-old guest house. All right. And Chad, I'm gonna send it to you too, Chica,
Okay.
so you can check it out. Hopefully you can be in the chat as well. Yeah, so thank you guys for checking it out and joining. And we got one person joining now. Are you watching it now? Nice. And yeah, open the app, and then Naga, you can type something in the chat there. Yeah, so can you type in the chat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay?
Yeah, should be. Anything is fine. Just see that you're in there. It's gonna take a while. Oh, there, you said hello. Thank you so much for saying hello. Okay, so just gonna wait for a few more people. We got, if you're in the chat, please say hello and tell us, where you're viewing from. So we are right here live at a 100-year-old guest house here in Shiga, called Guest House Mio, and this has been made possible with help from Biwako Visitors Bureau. They've allowed us to go and tour Shiga and the Lakeland here. Oh, awesome! Hey, it's Jerome. It's from Vancouver. Thank you for checking out, Jerome. And yeah, so in association with Biwako Visitors Bureau, which is responsible for promoting local businesses and tourism here in Shiga, they've hooked us up with a really cool place to stay. It's the Mio Guest House Mio here in Omi Hachiman. Now, you might not know what or where Shiga is. It's basically a stone's throw away from Kyoto. So why we're here is we want to show people in the future when they come to Japan that, there are other places than just the golden route, which is Tokyo, Nagoya, or Hiroshima or something like that, and then Kansai. There are other bordering places that are accessible and off the beaten path, and there's a lot of cool things you can do there. So we're really happy to be working with Biwako Visitors Bureau. Yep, that's Jerome from Vancouver. Thank you. Thanks, brah. Okay, and by the way, this is my beautiful wife, Chika-chan. Okay, and yeah, we've been here for a couple days. Had one night stay here at Guest House Meal. Sorry, and wow. I wish I could go around with my iPhone and guys give you a live tour, but we'll have to record that and make an actual video to highlight this place. It's kind of like an old traditional Japanese house, so the walls are thin. That's why I'm trying to keep my voice down. It's like quarter after 10 p.m. here, and I can kind of hear the outside really clearly when cars and people go by. But it's really cool to stay here because there's a lot of history. It feels traditional, yet they've updated with all the modern conveniences, and it's really, it's kind of like a very posh traditional Airbnb. And I don't know if they're listed on Airbnb, but Hiroshi and his team have done a great job for making us feel welcome. He actually came and said hi. The owner speaks English really great. He kept talking about his friends in Canada that he went to visit. And yeah, I felt so welcome here. Downstairs it has a big kitchen area that you can kind of cook, as well as a couple big large rooms with tatami mats, and they already had our bedding set up there. And wow, those are the most comfortable futons. We got to ask Hiroshi what type of sheets they're using, because it's actually really cool. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm just gonna take a second just to make sure that more and more people do find this link, because a lot of people were asking about it earlier. So just give me 1 second here, guys. I'm gonna throw them out in the chats and whatnot. I have to shout out my Japanese class that I do online for the JLPT N1 class. I know they're having a lesson right now. I'm supposed to be in there, but a lot of them were interested in the actual live stream. So yeah, hopefully they can check that out. I'm gonna throw it out to all these people here. Nice. A bunch of people are liking it on the Facebooks. So guys, this is like the first official chat. I mean, first official live show. I hope people do check it out. I'm just throwing it all out there. 1 second. Ian commented on a photo. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Wherever you're watching from, I hope it's a decent time. I know in Japan it's quite late, but in other places it might be like 4 or 5 in the morning. So yeah. Just throw down a few more. Okay. Okay. I think I wanted to see it too. Awesome. So Chika, how did you feel about these last 2 days? You were out here, filming with me and Yukiko and Satoshi from Biwako Visitors Bureau. How did you feel? What was your reaction to everything?
Reaction? I had a good time. Because I wanted to meet Hiko-nyan. Did you know? Did you know Hiko-nyan?
Do I know Hiko-nyan? Okay, so who is Hiko-nyan? What is Hiko-nyan?
Hiko-nyan is Yuru Kyara.
Yuru Kyara.
Yeah.
Okay. So about is, I guess the closest thing we have in North America is like a mascot, or like I guess a kind of character, but it's like it's more legendary than a mascot. It like has its own life and people really get into it and stuff. So do you have a Hiko-nyan doll or something? Where is he? Is he downstairs?
Bring it.
Okay, so Chika's gonna go downstairs. We're on the second floor, by the way, and we have this nice little sofa set up here, and it's right in front of the windows that we've kind of turned down the blinds at. But yeah, this place is so relaxing. It is kind of like our second home. Let me go to the chats here. Okay, Shao. Hey, long time no see. Thanks for dropping by, Shao. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna say something. Yes, it is like a prefectural mascot. So yes, Hiko-nyan is the one for Shiga, and I see someone lurking in the back here. Oh, do you guys see that? Hiko-nyan. Hiko-nyan makes his. Oh, I can hear his bell. Can you shake him a bit? Wow, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it is kind of cool, isn't it? And yeah, every prefecture and sometimes companies and cities might, they're all over the place. I think some of you might know like Kumamon. He's like a kind of big black and white panda looking character. Thank you. Hiko-nyan's like chilling on my shoulder here. And Chika, thanks. Can you give me some background on Hikonian. What is Hikonian's? What is he? Tell me about him. Hikonian. You see horns, yes. He is kind of, yeah, you know. So cute, thanks. Hikonian.
Is cat.
Mm-hmm.
And
What are with the horns? What are these horns, and what is this?
this is a kabuto.
Kabuto. Do you know how to say kabuto in English?
Uh,
You use it for snowboarding.
helmet.
Yeah, it's basically a helmet, you know, that a samurai or a daimyo would wear. Yeah, most famous. That is true, Xiao. Kumamon is the most famous
In Japan.
in Japan, but
But in Kansai,
Mhm.
it's the best popular now.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I think Hikonen is like on a not a popularity scale, but the more like, beloved scale. He's like surpassing Kumamon, I think. So, oh my gosh, like so. Just to give you a little bit of a preview, we're gonna make an official video for the 2 days of filming. Actually, tomorrow we are gonna go out filming, but it is more of a kind of personal thing, not associated with Biwako Visitors Bureau. However, the owner of this nice guest house, Hiroshi, offered to just yeah, he's kind of like a samurai cat. He's a samurai cat, right? Yeah, yeah. He should be. What are you doing? This recording is not for children. What was I gonna say? Hiroshi has offered to take us out by car to see the local sites. We're gonna walk around Omi Hachimon, this area, and it's a really nice kind of like. The only thing I can compare it, if you have images of like old towns in Japan, Kyoto or whatnot, it's like that, but it's not really developed yet, and it's got like some beautiful canals. It has this kind of ancient untouched quality to it that if you can make a day trip out of it, it would be awesome. Yeah, thanks for the big heart there, Jerome. But yeah, like so we actually went to we went to the castle, and to my surprise, people weren't there to see the castle. Like if you go to like say Osaka, people want to go to Osaka Castle. Jo means castle, or sometimes it's called Shiro. Yeah? Or Himeji, that's a really popular one out there, just past Kobe there. But for Hikone Castle, it's been well kept and hasn't really been touched since ancient times. You know, I don't think it actually got burnt down or anything. And but more than that, interestingly enough, is people don't go there for the castle anymore. They go there for this guy. So we've got footage of the Hikonian show. There's like 3 shows a day, 30 minutes, and it's, you know, a live version of Hikonian, and he doesn't speak, and there's like a staff out there with a speaker, and you know, kind of speaking with him, speaking for him. Is it him? Maybe we think it's a guy, anyways. And it's the cutest thing, and the performer in there is so good with their body language. Like it's amazing, like rivaling like the ones you see at like Disneyland and stuff. And Chika, you love Hikonian, right?
Yes.
How did you feel when you were watching him live? It's your first time
Yeah,
to see him live.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Feel?
Yeah, show me or tell me with Hikonian in your hands.
It's so cute.
Mhm.
And
That says it all. Her laugh and her smile. That says it all. Were you excited?
excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
What was it like? You told me you don't like idol shows. You don't like these big like BTS or like these like boy bands. But today you were like, oh my god, like yeah, you were like really cheering him on. You're like a big fan.
Yes.
There you go. So seriously, yeah, you gotta see it to believe it. This is a little preview for the video, but I'm gonna drop a link here. If you want to learn more about Hikonian and Hikone Castle, yeah, you can check out the link. And I'll probably put out these links later in the description as well. Let's see if I just want to drop another kind of cool thing that happened. So we were out there filming, And so how it works is we have a few places that we're trying to get to each day, and Hikonian does stage plays. Yeah, kind of, Jerome. It's not a play in the sense of there's a beginning, middle, end. It's more like he's just out there and he's got this bag of goodies.
Yeah.
He's got all these items, and it's like, oh, bring out an onigiri. Like, oh my god, it's so cute. Like, oh, bring in a castanet. Oh my god, you can play the castanet. And like, and everybody's like, boys, girls, men, women, like everybody was on their phones. You'll see me with my footage of everyone going crazy for Hikonian. Yeah. Going crazy for Hikonian. Okay. Okay, so that was a cool trip, and after the Hikonian show, it was like over in like 30 minutes. That was like the most footage I did the whole day. We actually walked up to the castle, which is a little bit of a walk. If you've ever been to any of the castles in Japan, you'll know there's obviously like it's going up and up. And there are tons of junior high school and high school kids.
High school students.
Yeah, we were quite surprised. There was like a flood of high school students. Well, first of all, like bombarding us when we watched the Hikonian show, but then they also went up to the castle, and then when they went back down, we passed them on the way up. And this is what it's called a Shugaku Ryoko in Japan. It's kind of like, is that sorry, Sotsugo Ryoko to chigaru, ne? So it's basically a field trip, and Xiao says, seems like quite a successful case for Yuru Kyara. Exactly, yeah. The power of these mascots, these Yuru Kyara, thanks for spelling it out, Yuru Kyara, Xiao, is amazing marketing. Seriously amazing. How they, like, the gift shops are all geared towards Hikonian. Yeah, there are a couple like pop-ups tents outside, and I can see people lining up and going in there and going nuts and buying it. Unfortunately, they were closed by the time we went, but anyways, yeah, like all these kids were coming down from the castle, and normally they would be going maybe to Tokyo or going to sometimes different countries, depending on what school they're from. But yeah, Yukiko, who's the staff there at Biwako Visitors Bureau, asked, where are you guys from? And they were from in the prefecture in Shiga, a local high school. So it just goes to show you that during the coronavirus pandemic, yeah, there's not a lot of cross prefectural. It would be like in Canada, you can't go from one province to the other, right? There's a lot of that being encouraged. Is the place accessible from bullet train, or do you take a bus? Very good question, Jerome. Now, I believe I went there a long time ago with my old co-workers. We went to play paintball out there. And so the castle name is called Hikone. And I think the station name is also Hikone. You can get out there by JR. I think how long would it be? It'd probably be an hour at least from, say, Kyoto or from Osaka. Maybe not from Kyoto, I'm sorry, forgive me. It's more like from Osaka. And yeah, right from the station you can see the castle. So it's quite accessible. You could take a bus, I guess, if you didn't want to walk it. It would get a little hot. It was quite nice and hot out today. Yeah, it was like 20 in the mid-20s already. We were sweating when we were going out there. Very nice. I do recommend going and checking it out. Some other cool things we saw there, a lot of wildlife in the moat, in the water surrounding the castle. We saw a duck. Was that a duck or swan? Swan. We saw a swan just kind of nested there on the river. Yeah, they say it's like kind of a local, one of the local swans that live in the castle moat. And it was just kind of curled up. And at first, from far away, we're like, what is that? Is that a dead dog or something? We thought there was like a swan. So yeah, we got a video of that, and really cool stuff. However, what I want to do is share something with you. Now, some of you might have seen my post on Facebook where I had my like snowboard luggage, and I had all these let's say props kind of wedged in between. I'm going to share my screen with you now. Hold on, give me a second. And let me know if you can see that. I did test this out with Chica, so I think it is going through. But so this is an example of some of the clips that we recorded today. And yeah, hopefully you can hear it. And I took this, well, let's just watch it, shall we? Okay, hold on. そこから撮って。はい。All right. Let me know if you can watch it
あ
smoothly
の
and also
この
if you
辺
can
が
hear
に
me
中心にし
hear
て
the sound,
そっ
okay?
ちにまた行くか
Let me
ら
know in the chat. Maybe
じゃあ私たち
throw
を
up a
フォロー
one
し
or
て
throw up a thumbs up or yes, and just let me
Hi.
know.
はいそうねおお
Can you guys hear it? Can you guys see it?
何それWhich one do you want? This one?
I want it.
You want that one? Okay, you can get that one. Whoa! Okay, let me get this one. Cool. And stop. Okay. じゃあ、じゃあどう
Okay, so I know there's a bit of a delay, so you guys let me know in the chat. Can you hear and see the video smoothly? All right, Xiao saying, yeah, we can. Awesome. Okay, so if you like that one, I'm going to show you part 2 really quickly, okay? I thought that was actually pretty good. Let's go to the next one. Are they heavy, Xiao? No, the katanas are cosplay katanas, so they're made of... It stopped. Yeah, that's right. We're on to clip 2 pretty soon. They're made out of really thin and light wood, even though they look pretty awesome. I used them many years ago. I bought them for
you
Halloween
should
cosplay.
be like a samurai in your.
I bought 3 katanas, different colors. Little quiz. Do you know which anime character I cosplayed with those 3 swords? Type in the chat in the comments and let me know. And the lightsaber wasn't heavy because I was using the Force. Awesome. Hey Chica, while they're watching the video, why don't we get some drinks and snacks for us?
Sorry.
While they're watching the video, why don't we get some drinks and snacks?
Oh,
You're such a good
idea.
voice actor. Thanks, Chow.
That's good idea.
Oh yeah, Xiao. Oh, hold on.
Oh,
I have a bit of announcement, Xiao. You probably don't know. Some of the others watching the show might know. By the way, if you're watching, please say hi in the chat and tell us where you're watching from. That'd be awesome. Oh, and throw a like down in YouTube just to let us know that you're liking it. Yes, first person Jedi.
one drink?
Yes, please. Oh, I was gonna pour it for you.
これ紹介しなくていい?
By the way, Chica and I are gonna chillax a little bit and share our little drinks and snacks with you. So hold on a second. Oh, did it freeze? Oh, hold on. I gotta put it back to the regular one. Sorry, guys. Okay, hopefully you can hear us now. And hopefully you like those little clips. Thank you for checking it out, and make sure I'm going to make a full video of those 2 days a little bit later. Okay, so I want to introduce you to a beer that's really good. I don't know if you can find this abroad. It's called Yona Yona, and it's a craft pale ale from Karuizawa, Nagano. And Chika, can you put it in my glass here? And Chika's got her preferred. I will pour or you pour?
I pour.
Okay, you pour. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is traditional Japanese style.
どっち? おっとっとっとっとっとっと。
Ma. Okay. And Chica's got a little bit of red wine. Chica, can we show the bottled that you got? Okay, we just got this at the convenience store. Wow, Baron Lestac Bordeaux wine. Oh, it's got that nice kind of condensation on the outside. You stopped drinking alcohol since the last time we met, Xiao? Seriously? I thought last time you were asking Chica about like what good red wines there are. Well, I hope there's a good reason for it, and I hope you're feeling better now. Chica, shall we do a quick cheers? Oh, thank you for throwing down a like there. Cheers.
Cheers.
Awesome. Guys, thank you for all the likes, and thank you for checking in. Hope you're doing well. Skol. Or in Japan, they say,
乾杯.
kanpai, kanpai.
乾杯.
Well, If you guys don't drink alcohol, maybe you're drinking some juice or something healthy or something sparkly that doesn't have alcohol. Cheers to all you guys. Cheers. Hope you're doing well where you're from. Shao, I meant to ask you, like, how are you doing? Oh, doctor's opinion. Yeah, I mean, it's best to kind of, take that doctor's opinion. I hope it's nothing too serious. Just wondering how you're doing in Tokyo. Hope you're doing well there. Shao, that's interesting because, like, I have this other kind of oh, cheers, Jerome. Cheers. You see the little beer emojis there. Thank you very much. So kind of on a little side note, I'm supposed to go to Tokyo. I think I still am going, not sure when, 2 times next month in May for this job opportunity. It's really cool. Basically, I have this opportunity to teach programming to kids online. It's a company based in New Zealand called Code Avengers. And I have a very good and old contact from before who called me up and wanted me to teach. And yeah, we have this kind of event that's supposed to happen there where we teach 16 high school students how to code for a day. And then they present that to some diplomats at the New Zealand embassy, since it's a New Zealand based company. And unfortunately, because of this impending state of emergency, the third one in Japan that's going to hit Tokyo. Is it Tokyo, Hyogo, Kyoto, and Osaka? Things might be a little bit delayed. Shao says non-alcoholic beer turned out to be just as good. Yes, Chika, non-alcohol beer, right? Okay. In Japanese, they say what? Zero beer, free beer, non-alcohol. Non-alcohol. Shao, which one do you like? They make it taste pretty tasty. Like, which one did we drink when we were in Nagano with Kato-san? 何やったっけ? Is it
I forgot
01?
the name.
Zero? Yeah.
Zero
Zero Ichi, I think. Is it Asahi or can you check it out? But anyways, yeah, I think you're exactly right. Actually, that reminds me, I gotta tell. I'm gonna send the live stream to my friend Kato-san, which turned us on to non-alcoholic beer. In Japanese, non-aru. 確かに, you are correct. You know what?
Kirin?
Is it Kirin 01? Well, anyways, while Chica checks it out, I agree with you. I mean, I didn't really used to drink that much back in Canada. But after coming to Japan, it's part of the culture here to have beer with your dinner. Kirin Ichi. Okay, can I show this? Okay, so here's the. Oops. Here's the. Oh, wait, why did it open Google Maps? Here's the picture of the one that we had that we thought was pretty good. Kirin Ichi. You usually go for the non-aru version of Super Dry. Yeah, I think they're all pretty good. Some of them taste closer to, I guess, an alcoholic beer.
So nice.
Yeah, we really like that one. So, hey, Shao, if you have tried it, tell us what you think. If you haven't tried it, maybe give it a try and then tell us your opinion. But, so what were we talking about? Yeah, like the third state of emergency. Not sure if we're going to go out there at the scheduled time. We might have to kind of delay that. But it's okay. I mean, trying to stay safe and at home as much as possible. But when it comes to things like work and whatnot, sometimes you still got to go, right? So we are trying to keep social distanced, only go out when absolutely necessary. And in this case, wanting to be a full-time content creator, I really think this is really important for me to kind of go out and make this content as safely as possible. The most dangerous thing I've felt is just like going on trains, everywhere. But everybody's, wearing masks and for the most part and trying to social distance. But any way we can, we try to either rent a car or we go with less people. So yeah, doctors recommend me to drink less now. 2, I will try Super Dry next time. Yeah, check it out, Jerome. Everything in moderation, as they say, So I guess that's the deal here. Shao, the only problem is I was really sober when everyone else is drunk, so I kind of ruins the fun, right? um, yeah, and that's a really good topic. I mean, it seems like the younger generation are not feeling in Japan anyways are not feeling as pressured to do that. I think there's a lot of drinking culture in Japanese companies where it's like, hey, let's go out for a drink. But with coronavirus and all, like I don't know if that's the norm anymore, or if the young generation are not really into that. No, I think I personally I like drinking alcohol as just like a pairing with food. Honestly, I if you know me, I have enough energy to have a good time without drinking. I think maybe drinking puts me off the edge, takes me off the edge, over the edge. I should say. Thanks, Joe. Chica, you like drinking, right? I like Chica's response. It was like a mix between "yeah hi," it was like "yeah hi." Chica, what's your favorite drink? Alcohol.
Wine, red wine.
Red wine, obviously. This girl can drink me to the ground. Like she drinks way more than me. I'm soft now when it comes to wine. If I drink, oh, we should introduce us. Can you give me mine, please? If I get red wine, I get sleepy now. Okay, guys. Shao, you would probably know this. Maybe not because you're not drinking as much. Can you show me yours too? Okay, Chica, what is this?
ウコンの力
Ukon no chikara. Ukon. What is ukon?
I have なんだっけ
Starts with tur,
タ
ends with merik.
ーメリッ
Sorry. Turmeric. Okay, so ukon is a type of it's almost looks like what was it, like a ginger plant. Yeah, Shao, right? What is it? It's turmeric basically. It's used in a lot of maybe traditional Indian foods. It gives it that kind of yellow flower. Sometimes it's a substitute for saffron to make saffron rice. It makes the rice really yellow. But it's a root-based plant that when, kind of drunken, it helps your body, I guess your liver, kind of filter or do its thing a little more easier. So it helps out your liver so that you don't get as much of a hangover basically the next day. So it's called Ukon no Chikara. And Kato-san, Punk Kato, our friend Kato, suggested actually you're supposed to drink them either before you go out drinking or after you come home. But he's like, drink one before and one after. So he called it like a Ukon sandwich, right? Before and after. So Chica's the heavier drinker. She's got the before and after. I'm the lightweight. I'm just going to drink one now. But yeah, it does make a big difference. So guys, bottoms up. All right. Cheers. Kanpai. Ching. This is also a bit of an acquired taste, right? You don't usually drink turmeric, not for most North Americans or anyways. But some countries, like, they just put in water, maybe make some tea out of it. Yeah, it's quite good for you, supposedly. And they've made it a little bit more tasty, I think, a little more sweet in some places. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so what are some other things that we went over in the 2 days? Let's see if... I don't know if it's possible for me to share my screen with you. Haven't really set that up or anything, but let me just try. Source, share screen. Hey, there we go. Some audio. Okay, don't need to do that. Show Google Chrome. Okay. Okay, not sure if you guys can see that. Hold up a second. I actually share my screen. Don't know if I can anymore. Oh, I think you guys see my desktop. It's probably all you see. What do you see? You just see the desktop. Okay. No. Hold up here. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Trying to share my screen here. It says Google Chrome. Current application. Is showing that? No. It's not really working. Oh guys, sorry. No, for some reason it's not zoom to app windows. No. Okay, I think it might not be working with this version. I'm on an M1 MacBook, so it's not really working. So I'm gonna have to stop the screen share here, which is fine. Screen options. Camera. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so sorry about that. We're trying to share the screen just to kind of show you the places we've been to. But yeah, just, kind of to go over it in general, like, it's okay, take your time, thank you. Shao says, I think they are in every convenience store, such a Japanese thing. Yes, Shao's talking about those ukon no chikara, the power of turmeric. And yeah, you're absolutely right. It's everywhere. Cheaper at drugstore, pharmacy. So first day's itinerary, we went to, is it Omi Jingu Shrine?
Omi Hachiman.
Omi Hachiman Shrine, kana? For Chihaya Furu. So the episodes that we're making, the Biwako Visitors Bureau kind of took a bit of my input, luckily, and they thought, yeah, I think anime and gaming are really big, points for people who want to visit Japan, right? Like, I remember playing, on the original Nintendo.
Omi Jingu.
Omi Jingu, yappari. I remember watching Astro Boy, which is Atomu. Me and Chica remember watching the animated version of Macross, right, which is Robotech in North America. Jerome, I think you and Vincent were watching Dragon Ball, right? So, like, whatever video game or whatever manga definitely probably had a big influence on you being more interested in Japan and Japanese culture. So throw in the chat, like, if you're into manga or video games, which I have a feeling both of you are. What is your favorite video game? What's your favorite manga? Or your top 3 if you can't decide. So, interestingly enough, there are actual physical locations in Japan that are connected to either games or mangas. Sometimes it's a shrine, sometimes it's a school. Yeah, so we went to these locations. So the first one was Omi Jingu, and it's connected to Chihayafuru. Chihayafuru. Now, I don't know this manga in particular, but supposedly it's really famous in France. So I'll type that in the chat here. Oh, the link is too long. Okay, Chihayafuru. And we did a little bit of footage taking scenes out there. Can I show that to the camera? There, that's the kind of, I don't know what the story is.
Karuta, Japanese karuta?
You're right. So it has something to do with this traditional ancient game called karuta. It's funny, I think the word has a Portuguese base to it. Yuko was telling me karuta translates to postcard in Portuguese, but in Japan it's like this traditional card game that's karutaってどんななんか昔のポエムとなんか関係あってなんか the judge or なんかセリフを読んでみんななんかこうプシュッとか
そう。
right? I don't really understand it. Thanks. Let me give it a quick read. Chihayafuru is a Japanese josei manga series, female-based manga series, written and illustrated by Yuki Suetsugu. It has been serialized in Kodansha's beloved magazine since December 2007, so it's about 13, 14 years old now. It is about a schoolgirl, Chihaya Ayase, who is inspired by a new classmate to take up Hyakunin Isshu Karuta competitively. Right. Hyakunin Isshu, you're correct, Xiao. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not the kind of karuta that Japanese people play like during New Year's and whatnot. So yeah, and at that location, they have a yearly tournament. I think like maybe it's the top tournament they do. I think I've seen it on TV and stuff. I had no idea that they were doing it there. Maybe. So yeah, we did a little bit of a scene out of a manga as well as a bit of a narration there, and that was really cool. And it's always cool to go to Japanese temples. They're just kind of very exotic and holy places, sacred places, I think. Exotic for a Western person, maybe not you, Shao. When you come from China, maybe they're more similar. I don't know. You let me know. But yeah, where did we go next? So after that, oh man, I wish I could show you these pictures. We went to the Pokemon manhole. Okay, if you guys open up that page in your browsers. Now, all over Japan are, decorated manhole covers. I don't think we have anything like that back home. And some of them are Pokemon themed. So the Pokemon company, I guess, selected a few cities to highlight. Maybe based on where, again, I think some Pokemon are related to certain regions, like the Kanto region, the Hoenn region, the Kansai. I don't know if they use the word Kansai, but so there is a Pokemon that is based in Shiga, based in Lake Biwa. So check it out. Let me know in the chat if you know which Pokemon I'm talking about. Pokemon man what? That's right, Xiao. When I first heard of man what? It's a manhole cover. Sorry, Pokemon manhole cover. Let's be clear here, okay? Xiao, you're sharp, man. Nothing gets by you. Okay. Even Chica is like laughing. You got her. Okay, but yeah. So before I show you what it is and we upload the video, you tell me if you know what Pokemon we are talking about. Hint: it's near Otsu Station. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say. If you wanna check it out or guess which Pokemon you think it is related to. Okay, so after that, we went to another cool location. It's the location for a music-based manga called K-On! K-On! And it's a story of a group of girls who become friends by joining the, I guess, band, right? Joining, they may form their own kind of rock band. And I thought that's really cool because, anime often have not just the books associated with them. Chika, do you have the, like a manga? さっき撮ったやつ The 鬼滅の刃 Okay, right. So, like, here's a good example of a really popular manga right now. It's Kimetsu no Yaiba. I think it's called Demon Slayer in English. And, like, during, the coronavirus times, this is one of the few manga or animated manga that was released in theaters, and people were going crazy for this, right? So we bought this at the local Lawson, I think, convenience store, for a scene that we were filming. And yeah, it's kind of cool to see, a story that you're into be linked to an actual location. So the cool thing about K-On! Is it's linked to Toyosato Elementary School, even though they're high schoolers. Yeah, and they, Kyoto Anime kind of picked it up as the location for the scene. Here's a kind of example of what K-On! Kind of looks like, right? For me personally, being a musician, I'm kind of more connected to this because, yeah, the music aspect. But I had no idea until recently that this is an actual location that has been picked up for this manga. And yeah, the Kyoto Anime Studios, unfortunately, they had this really terrible, tragic event in the past couple of years with an arsonist kind of burning down the building with a whole bunch of people. It's terrible. And, my heart goes out to all those people, but at the same time, there's such a cool creative company that makes stories that people are so into, and they'll base it on, real world places. There are other YouTubers who do this. Chika, can you read this kanji? I can't read this.
聖地巡礼
Seichi Junne. What does that mean? Definitely done it.
聖地
Chao says.
はすごいとこ
Sugoi toko. Sugoi toko. That's it. It's just like sugoi toko. Xiao, so it sounds like Seichi Junne is it a place that you've been to? I don't really know. Can I look it up here? That's connected to a manga or anime or something? Pop culture tourism is Junne. Pop culture tourism, I guess. Okay.
すごいとこ
That's a good. I didn't know there's a word for that, so thank you, Xiao.
すごいとこ
Sugoi toko. So Chiga just translates this to like that awesome place. So the place that wow. Yeah, I mean, I think the closest thing we have in North America is like a Comic-Con. When Japanese you say komike, right? Where a whole bunch of people who are into these stories, whether they're like Marvel or manga or movies or kind of subculture geeky things, they all gather. But like there are Seichi Junre Sugoi Toko places in Japan that like are things are based there. If you've seen a place in anime and you just have to go there. Oh, okay, thank you for explaining that.
イスラムの人がエルサレム行くでしょ
Mecca, ne?
メッカ
Mecca. Yeah, exactly. These are kind of like she's kind of alluding it to being like a Mecca. Yeah, it is kind of a Mecca for these
すごい
things.
とこ
Sugoi toko. Or the unofficial name, the Sugoi toko. Okay, guys, cheers for Sugoi tokos. Cheers. Or your non-alcohol cheers if you want to do that. But yeah, I mean, it was cool to go in there. It was a functioning elementary school that's now not used for that purpose. It's more of a community center / museum for K-On! Yeah, we went there. They have actual. So like when they pick up the a location, I guess the animators will reference photographs or actually go there and then like draw some of it into the story, right? So a good example are there these kind of half circles, semicircles, written on the floor outside of the doors. And I was looking at the anime and looking at other YouTube videos about it. I'm like, what are those half circles? And I go there and Satoshi from Biwako Visitors Bureau tells me it's like, oh yeah, a long time ago they would draw where the edge of the door would go, so that you can warn people to watch out that this is a door. Because like everything's kind of cast in brown. It's all natural wood and whatnot. It is hard to kind of see where these doors and windows kind of, when you're walking through these narrow hallways, they kind of just blend into one another. So having these little yellow half circles denotes, hey, watch out, swinging door kind of thing. So that was really cool. I had no idea. I thought it was like a weird basketball court that, they made walls. Yeah, it didn't make sense to me. But you don't see that very often, and that's kind of cool to see. They have some actual scenes like in the ongakubu, right, in the clubhouse. They had the 4 desks set up and had their tea sets, and that was cool. They had a little organ that I actually sat down and played. That was kind of cool. We were hoping to kind of have a little jam session, but nothing was really hooked up. But yeah, you're right. Sugoi toko.
すごいとこ
Yeah, and I wish they had more sugoi toko. I wish they had more cool places like that I would be into. Oh, right here. Can we show a photo of that? Nice. Okay. So here's a photo that Chika took of the actual tea set, and that's me on the organ behind it, kind of just jamming away. So, yeah. Hello, Hikigatari Astro Boy 15. Hi, how are you? Long time no see. Ohisashiburi desu. Good to see you. So this is an old music student of mine from Mikigaki. Thanks, nice to see you. It's great to see that you are still posting to YouTube and playing guitar and singing. That's awesome. Yeah, sugoi. And good timing ね。いいタイミングです。今なんか音楽の話、軽音の古豊里 can I show that again? 豊里小学校行ってきて昨日そうで
Yeah,
す
yesterday.
yesterday. We went there yesterday. So that was really cool. Thank you very much for checking it out and saying hello. So yeah, guys, that was the first day. Just want to let you know we were super tired. Like I didn't get much sleep because we were kind of preparing all of the stuff. I always bring too much stuff with me because I never know. But the more I do these kind of videos, the more I know. On a side note, just want to let you know, I'm really taking this YouTube thing very seriously. My dream is to kind of be a full-time content creator, and I'm having a great time on this journey already. I haven't really uploaded a lot of YouTube videos yet, but we're getting there. I know I have so much stuff to edit, but I want to just introduce you to my new little toy. This is the DJI Ronin SC2. This is a motorized gimbal that I got recently. Actually, first time using it was yesterday, so I've had 2 days with it. This thing is a beast. This thing is heavy. It's made my arms kind of sore, but at the same time I'm still learning how to use it. But I want to use this to make very cinematic and cool looking videos. So again, shout out to Biwako Visitors Bureau for inviting me out here and making some cool videos with you. I'm very glad that I have the chance. Also, a quick shout out to Jack Slander for allowing me to make that music video. Yeah, this is a local musician here in Kyoto. And he saw one of my 360 videos on Facebook, approached me, and I felt like helping him. And I said, hey, I had that camera. Why don't we go out and I'll help you make your video? And it turned out to be a really awesome time. 3 days shooting out in Kyoto. So we're working on getting that up. So hope that you guys do check out that music video. I didn't have this at the time, and I didn't have the camera that I'm using with it. But we made do with what we had, and the creative vibes were flowing. We had a great time and really good memories. Hope you guys like the music video when it does come out, because we had a lot of. So yeah, this is the new toy, the new beast. Whew, this thing is like seriously, it gets pumped. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, this is seriously heavy. So heavy. Yeah, so you get your workout and you get your creative video. Thank you, sweetie. Okay. But yeah, if you guys saw the clip at the beginning, maybe you can see it on the replay. That clip was actually filmed with this little guy, which I just unboxed and opened today. This is the Insta360 Go 2, and the camera is this little guy right here. And this is magnetic. And do I have the medallion? I think I brought it downstairs. Oh, it's okay. But so it's downstairs. But yeah, basically you can put this on anything. So I had a pendant. Oh, this is not super magnetic. Had a pendant like this. Fork would be good. So you have a fork here, and boom. And yep. Okay. Okay, now nobody believes me. Nobody trusts me. You want to check out that music video, Jerome? Yes, I would love you to see it once it's done. By the way, the back of it kind of looks like Iron Man's power pack. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, maybe in the light there. Boom. But yeah, had a little metal pendant that was under the shirt. Had it on here, and then got that first-person view kind of Minecraft 3D first-person view perspective. So yeah, that's what was filmed on it. That turned out really cool. The mic is not that good. I think most people don't use it as a blogging mic. Sorry, the audio for that. But I just took it out of the box, started filming with it right away, and yeah, what you saw there was the result of that. So yeah, guys, I've got a lot of cool ideas and cool content. Like, I just want to say, like, Xiao, I hope you're still making videos. Sorry, I haven't seen your newest stuff. I hope you're set up and using your mic. Jerome, thank you for asking me for your advice about lighting. I don't know if you guys can see, but we got a little bit of the purple light in the background here. We got a fill light up there. This whole place is like decked out right now with our stuff and strewn with snacks and drinks. So just want to let you know, the whole creative side of making videos for YouTube or for music videos, and having a horny little cat in the it's been such a journey. That's interesting. Kind of like what Google Glass was going to do. Yeah, kind of like, yeah, that first person experience kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just really loving it so far, right? you know, put aside the fact that people are willing to pay money for you to do something creative like that and do something you love. You have an audience, a niche of people who are really interested in what you're doing. This is an amazing thing, and I just have a lot of faith that it's going to grow. Yes, you are making more video now after settling down. That's great, Shao. Keep it up, man. And thank you again. Like, seriously, Shao, you were there, like, when, this whole thing, did we do that chat during coronavirus? I think we did, right? And thank you for, letting me test it out. It really, you love the lighting, Jerome. Thanks. It really helps out with collaborating with cool people that you like, your friends. I have another friend I have to say a big shout out to, Andrew Magdich. Actually, I should message him right now because he might not see this. Yeah, just message Andrew with.
Are you a friend?
Yeah, so Andrew, basically you introduced me to Biwako Visitors Bureau, so you have a very big impact on, where we're going. And he's awesome because, like, he's just going out there, making connections, just doing it. We're both kind of beginners in that sense. And yeah, he's fearless when it comes to that. So awesome job, Andrew. Like, I'm so glad that you kind of invited me out that day and we did our thing out there at Shirahige Shrine. Live right now. Anyways, so guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, this journey is kind of cool. Chica, thank you for coming with me these 2 days. We have one more day tomorrow, né? I hope you enjoyed it. Was it fun?
Yeah, I'm fun now.
You're having fun now? Good. And yeah, you can see making videos is fun, right? Whether it's, sitting down and having this cool chill and chat, or going out and making travel videos, or yeah, in my case, making a music video. I will tell you, like, how it's all kind of coming together a little bit, even at this kind of stage. So after making that one music video, another musician friend kind of approached me and had an idea for a music video of one of his songs. So now I've got that on, finished the first one. Don't get backed up with things. And yeah, with the Tokyo trip, my boss there kind of said, "Hey, Lito, I know you're doing the YouTube thing. Well, we need a video from the events." I'm like, yeah, okay. So, like, I was supposed to, I still will, make a video that's going to be put up on their website, on the New Zealand embassy's kind of educational online meeting yeah, it's going to be pushed for the company's marketing, which will affect perhaps my future job. So that's really cool that what I can make creatively can impact me greatly, in the future, whether it's financial or career wise. It's kind of cool. Like, there's a lot of opportunities opening up. It's kind of like a video game. I've heard of another person, another YouTuber, kind of talk about the creative online business as a video game and leveling up. Hey, it's Yukiko. Thanks, Yukiko, for coming. Hey, thank you very much for coming and checking us out. So, oh, by the way, Yukiko, we did show a little bit of the clip that we got today from this camera, and it turned out amazing. So maybe a little bit later, after we talk about the second day, we're going to go back to that clip. So show it for the people that didn't see it yet, okay? But yeah, there's like opportunities just popping out everywhere, I'm pretty serious about this stuff, and at the same time, I'm having a great time. So, I'm going to be working on my portfolio this year, making more music videos, making more travel videos, making maybe a corporate video. I have met up with a friend recently. She's connected with some real estate. So we're going to make a property video to maybe sell a property, or again, with Guest House Mio, these kind of Airbnb guest house places. And my goal here is to invite people to Japan, show them a little bit of a different path that they can go and travel and explore, instead of just the beaten path, the golden route. But at the same time, to give back to local communities and say thank you for allowing me to live in this awesome country for so long and making it my home, my second home, I guess. But I just feel like indebted, and yeah, just want to help out. Because everyone's having a hard time right now. We know that. But I'm hopeful that right now is like preparation time for the time we can travel a bit more. You know, the new normal with wearing masks and working from home has shifted our way of life in so many ways that we can't predict yet. But I feel like these, you know, outdoor activities, social distancing, spending time with close friends more is going to become more and more popular. So the way we play and the way we explore is going to be changed. Yeah, awesome, Jerome. Love you, man. Love you, bro. So, you know, anyways, whether you're here for you're coming to Japan for the first time, for the third time, or for the 13th time, I hope I give you some value in wanting to visit and help your stay go as enjoyable as possible. As well as, you know, I'm going to do some tech reviews, whether it's cameras, lighting, if you want to go hiking, like what's the lightest, best camera? Maybe this is a good choice. Who knows? But yeah, how to capture your memories and share them with your friends, put them on social media. Maybe you're also a content creator and you want to know where some good Instagram places might be, or, you know, off the beaten path where you can go and explore and create those memories and document your stories. Okay. Chica, I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot. Let's do a quick cheers. Chica's like the Hikonian master. Hi.
はい。
Kanpai.
はい。Skull.
Skull, as the Vikings say. Skulls, cheers.
えー
So if you have a drink, alcoholic or non-alcoholic, now's a good time to
おー
bottoms up. Yeah.
うん。
Okay. All right. So let's talk, first of all, before we go to day 2, which we filmed today, let's talk about guest house meal. Okay, a little bit. So, so this is like a 100-year-old house. So this place, like, I can see the original wood still there, but you know it's been redone really masterfully to you know, with that Japanese aesthetic. Yeah, it's really beautiful, isn't it? The kitchen area is all very modern, and I think, oh yes, Jerome, we can't wait till you come back. We want to see you and Anne again. Definitely, we're gonna go out. I'm gonna show you even more cool things. Cheers, yes. And so the kitchen is done in a way that I think there are parts of furniture. I'll have to show you in the you know, full on video that we're gonna record tomorrow morning before we check out. But the kitchen counter is like the older cabinets maybe that weren't for a kitchen were reused and repurposed as the drawers and cabinets, and on top of that was a newer type of wood that's still you know, in style, I think, with the walls and the shoji, like the frames here. So it all kind of seamlessly blends in together. And of course you go to the bathroom and it's the, you know, automatic full-on like bidet. Japanese, I don't know if it sings. And yeah, it's all very modern. There's a really nice bathtub and shower area. And then it has this cool kind of garden that you can see from your bedding area, the tatami mats. Now, I don't think you can actually go there, but Hiroshi, I have to check with him, but I kind of did a little bit of exploring, and we took the side door and it goes to another kind of secluded garden area behind that garden, and they had a, you know, a little chair and 2 chairs and table set up.
Oh, what the Jerome knew, yeah, like this style.
That's right, at the machiya
Machiya.
that we stayed. So Jerome, remember that machiya that you guys invited us?
In Kyoto ね。
Right, in Kyoto. It's kind of the same. They had that little alcove that was like a little, almost like a rock natural garden there. But I can definitely tell that this place has a lot of history. And yeah, the host, sorry, Hiroshi is so welcoming and wonderful that he's, hi to, hey, thanks for joining. I hope you had a good lesson tonight. Sorry, I was a bit busy doing this, but thank you very much for checking us out. But yeah, he offered to, that she's a classmate in my Japanese lesson. And he offered to take us out tomorrow. And I have a feeling that there's a lot of care that goes into these properties. He has another one that's about a 5-minute drive from here. Hopefully we can see that guest house. It's more kind of in the farm area. Oh, you love machiyas. Yes. We stayed at another cool machiya recently in Kyoto. They had like some real heavy katanas there. Oh my gosh, we only stayed one night? Just one night?
one night.
One night, yeah. I brought Baby Yoda out there and we're going to take a photo with him, but unfortunately...
Instead of Yoda.
Instead of Baby Yoda, we got Hikonian today, which is good because I didn't want Baby Yoda and Hikonian to fight, right? I love you, Baby Yoda. Okay, Star Wars. Okay, speaking of Star Wars, there we go. Speaking of Star Wars, so basically, if you have a chance to come out to Shiga, you want to do a day trip from Kyoto, Omihachiman might be a very good choice for you. And do check out Guest House Mio. I'm sure you'll have a great time. It's right in the heart of it all. You can walk around. There's like a few cool places you want to check out tomorrow too. There's just like this brewery, local brewery that we're gonna hopefully have lunch at. Yeah, let's bring out the toys. Like seriously, come check it out. It's a little off the beaten path. All right. So, is there one more?
One more?
There is one more. Shoo. I have a very important question. Okay, Xiao. Baby Yoda versus Hikonian is a great idea. Jedi versus Samurai. Yes. Xiao said Baby Yoda versus Hikonian. Good idea.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. Well, before we get like the celebrity match on, okay, you guys probably know I'm a big Star Wars fan. But yeah, and if you didn't know, Star Wars has a lot of connections to Japan. George Lucas has time and time again referred back to parts of Japanese culture for his inspiration. I think the original story is based on a Kurosawa film, which is maybe based on another traditional story, The Hidden Fortress. The newer series, The Mandalorian, is based on something Japanese. So there's a lot of ties to Japan that maybe in Japanese people don't know. It's weird, like back home, it's like, oh yeah, have you seen the new Star Wars episode? But in Japan, it's like, hey, have you seen Star Wars? And they're like, no. There's many people who haven't seen Star Wars. Or they'll be like, oh, I know that character, that's Yoda, right? You know, and so they'll know the characters, but they might not know the story. Anyways, whatever you love, I want to ask you, are you gonna choose a katana or a lightsaber? Katana or a lightsaber? Type in the chat which one you want to see. Okay, the one that gets the most votes, we're going to pull that one out first. Okay, again, type in K for katana or the whole name katana, or lightsaber, or L for lightsaber. Hikonian or Baby Yoda? Hikonian or Baby Yoda? My professor about retirement age was talking about the new Star Wars movie with our friends. Awesome. Okay, good to hear that the force is strong with you. With the students. Okay, I'm not saying not everyone has seen it, but I think out of most countries, I've had the most. What's Star Wars? Oh no, I haven't seen. Or I only saw episode 1 or something. But I think like almost everyone back home has seen it, kind of thing. All right, we're waiting for your comments now. Jerome is lightsaber. How about you, Chika? Oh, actually, no. I'm going to ask you. Don't tell me your answer yet. Are you katana or lightsaber? Katana or lightsaber? Don't say yet. We're going to wait a few more minutes while you Hikonian out. Jerome says lightsaber. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Really? How about you? We're like that. We're just crazy like that. Which one? Okay, I'm gonna ask you now because not many people are typing. Which one? Katana or lightsaber?
I don't tell you.
You're not gonna tell me? Why not? Later. Okay. All right. So if Jerome's gonna say lightsaber, okay, Jerome, which lightsaber? The Darth Vader lightsaber? We're still leaking. Darth Vader lightsaber or the Luke Skywalker lightsaber? I think this is Luke Skywalker. Is it Luke Skywalker? Maybe. I think this is Luke Skywalker. I'm not a real Star Wars fan if I don't know which one this is. Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker? You choose. Choose wisely. Choose now. For people just watching now, we're talking about how Japan and Star Wars are kind of related. And okay, actually, tell you what, I'm gonna stream the scene that we did with Yukiko today. Yukiko, you might not have seen this yet, so this will be your first time. Let's go back one clip. Okay, so we're gonna go to the first clip. There's 2 clips here. We're gonna go to the first one.
はい。
Jerome's Vader.
この辺がに中心して、そっちにまた行くから。じゃあ私たちをフォローして。はい。はい。そうね。おお。何それ。Which one do you want? This one?
I want it.
You want that one? Okay, you can get that one. Whoa! Okay, let me get this one. Cool. And stop. Okay. じゃあ、じゃあどう
Okay, this is clip 2 now. Hold on.
Good job. You're so good. That is you should be like a samurai in your yeah. Oh my god. So good. Okay.
All right, so seriously, Yukiko was such a pro at using the katana. She's never used one before, even the prop one. She looked menacing. She looked for real. Like, I was joking, saying, like, you must have been a samurai in your past life. Like, seriously, she looked like the real deal. Okay, so Jerome voted lightsaber, Vader. Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Do you know what Darth Vader means? Type it in the chat if you know. Yeah. Hi, Chica, which one? Katana or lightsaber? Can you tell me? Katana or lightsaber? For you. Yeah. What is what is mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? Which one?
That's a big.
Lightsaber? Darth Vader. And you guys know me. I'm gonna choose. I'm sorry. The katana is really cool, but after seeing Yukiko's skillmanship, swordsmanship with it, we're gonna go lightsaber. Okay, so I think this is the Luke Skywalker one. Okay, are you ready? Oh, wait, is mine on? Is this thing on? Okay, you ready? Okay, you go first. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, mine's brighter. You can actually hear the noise and all. Okay, we're gonna turn these off. Okay, guys, so we got Jerome in the chat with the red Darth Vader lightsaber. Jerome, you win. Hikonian wa dochi? Hikonian. Which one is Hikonian?
Hikonian?
Yeah. Katana or lightsaber?
どっちがいい?
どっちがいい? Boom. Curious how they made it do that sound as the sword moves. Yeah, that's a good question, Xiao. I think there's like some sort of motion detector. And then if you like strike hard enough, I'm using the force so it doesn't go through my hands. But yeah, you strike hard enough. If you strike me, I will be more powerful than you ever know. No. Yeah, there's like some sort of sensor. These are the like cheaper ones that I bought at Yodobashi Camera. There's about 6,000 yen each. You can get. I just love the shh, the way it turns on and off. Wow, the green glow is really cool, isn't it? Yeah, so when they both hit each other, that sounds cool. Yeah, that hum is real. Yeah, but these are quite old. I've had these for a while. You want Hikonian to do it? Okay. Now I have to admit these are really cool. And thank you Yukiko for letting us use them in today's little scene there at Hikone Castle. All right. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, so I want to go over what we went and saw for day 2. Okay, so day 2 we were originally supposed to go to 3 places. So it was Rosa and Berry Tawada. And what it is it's kind of a mix of things. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. And let's see here. Okay, Rosenberry Tawada is at its heart kind of a traditional English garden, right? But it's much more than that. So it's a place where I would definitely bring a family or couples to go and enjoy the day. It's this big kind of farmland that's been converted almost into an outdoor amusement park. Things it has besides the traditional English gardens, which is absolutely well done. Like, we have butchered gardens back in Victoria, but I felt this was a bit more intimate. Like, I walked through and it wasn't huge paved, perfectly trimmed grass. It was almost like I was walking through a garden that I would find in Narnia almost. It was almost like otherworldly in a way, if I could say that. It was like out of a storybook. Yeah, it was more like a fairy tale. And they had a little lake or like a pond there, and then fish were jumping out of it. I've been trying to follow the girls walk through it and with the gimbal and whatnot. And as you walk through the areas, you'll pass a choo-choo train. That's like full-on miniaturized choo-choo train. So that's really cool. And then as you go up the hill, you get towards their newest attraction, which opened up in 2019. And I don't know if you guys know like Wallace and Gromit or Chicken Run, but a spin-off from Wallace and Gromit is Shaun the Sheep. And I think if you know, like if you're based in the UK, you've definitely watched those series. So it's kind of this claymation kind of character. If you go to that website, you scroll down a little bit and you'll see they've based a whole area on that, right? And it's life size, so you can walk in there, see the characters, and they look like they're made out of claymation, which everything else looks kind of real. It's like taken out from a page of that story. So that's kind of how the animation in a different land kind of turns out in Japan. Now, Japan's kind of interesting because, right, you think of Japan as like mainly Japanese culture. At the same time, like you go to Canada and then sometimes you'll see like a Chinese garden or you'll see a Japanese traditional garden. So yeah, it kind of makes sense that in Japan sometimes you'll see a traditional English garden or a whole like village that's modeled after English culture. Traditional Coltswolds, am I saying it correctly? Coltswolds. It's like kind of the lakeside area there. And it's beautiful. Now, what intrigued me was we had a guide from Rosa and Berry Tawada, and she was saying that like some of the walls that they built out were actually walls that they use in Cotswolds. They were kind of imported from the UK to Japan to make these walls. So everything is as authentic as it can be. If it's not authentic, they're going to make it look authentic. So they'll hire, a real mason to kind of do the brick and mortar of that style. And even though it's not real brick and mortar, they'll make it weathered to look like that. So everything's like really, really detailed down to the little flecks of paint to weather it. And you go down a little bit further from the Shaun the Sheep area, and then you get to what looks like Hobbiton. Yeah, it looks like out of the Lord of the Rings, kind of. Yeah, there's like one place that's actual like circular door. And you can go in there and I guess that's where hobbits would live and eat. There's like a a pub, there was a restaurant, and that really got me thinking. I don't think it was meant to copy Hobbiton, but I think what I got from the guide was there's these actually fairy tale type of places of little Hobbiton like hutches built into the hills of the countryside, and they come passed down through stories. It's like Hansel and Gretel and these type of European fairy tales. So yeah, it made sense to kind of bring that sense of wonder from Europe and England and make it there. But how cool was that? Like seriously, to go in there. And then we were treated to lunch there. Now, lunch is also a really cool thing. So on the properties, obviously they have a lot of gardens and they're growing vegetables. So all of the produce that you're eating in the buffet there is from the farm there. So it's farm to table, restaurant. And I love that, the fact that they're actually growing it. And of course, the meat and other things are probably from other places, but yes, and recently we've been trying to go more vegetarian, but for work purposes and making these videos, we will, go revert back to meat. Nothing wrong against meat. We're just trying to, for health reasons, eat a little more healthier, maybe drink a little less, but just want to kind of keep on keeping on a bit more. So, anyways, you go. We had a really nice buffet. I was doing my thing and getting some nice shots of that. They're really strict about wearing a mask when you're going to get the food. They even gave us little disposable plastic gloves that we would use to actually pick up the food. Lunch yesterday was at is it Shiga Otsu Prince Hotel?
Prince Hotel.
We are treated to a wonderful buffet there. So again, thank you Biwako Visitors Bureau for allowing us to taste these places and kind of give our review of them. Amazing. Oh yeah, just like everything was good there, seriously. And then after that, we went to Hikone Castle, which we already talked about with Chika and Hikonian. So she was kind of geeking out there and having a really great time watching the live show for Hikonian. So I want to know, if you guys are living in Japan, what are your favorite places that, even though it's a pandemic now, where maybe you would bring your family or go with significant other, even go by yourself, where you feel relaxed, you feel safe because you can easily social distance? Or if you want to come to Japan again or haven't been to Japan, what are some places that are on the top of your list that you really want to check out? I mean, hopefully after telling you some of the places we've been to, hopefully it inspires you to want to either research them more or check out Biwako Visitors Bureau official channel, which I'll link here a little later, and check out the video that we've made and on my own personal video from my YouTube channel, and put that on your planning list for the next time you go out. But both days have been really great, and we've had a great time here. One other thing that I wanted to do, so I made this new friend from Facebook. She's a Japanese musician and artist, I guess, and I noticed that some of her art was very reminiscent of ancient Japanese kind of ink paintings. I don't know if it's like totally ukiyo-e, but it's a really cool style. And we were supposed to go to the Azuchi ruins, which is associated with a game called Nobunaga's Ambition. It's Nobunaga no Yabo in Japanese.
Again?
Yeah, it's kind of there's like probably 3 or 4 in the series now. Anything off the beaten path, right, Jerome? Great. So you're going to be having to watch a lot of my videos because we're doing a lot of that. I went hiking with a friend recently, Andrew. We went on Monday, the back hills of Arashiyama. Remember when we went to Arashiyama? We had a great time in the bamboo forest. We hiked the back side of it. So this is like that river that goes under the bridge in Arashiyama. We went to basically a bit more up, and there's like almost no one there. You're just walking through the side of the river. Amazing stuff. Yeah, I flew my drone there. We had a great time. I'll have to upload that video soon. Xiao, calligraphy. Well, let me just go show you what it does. Kind of look like calligraphy. I remember in elementary school, I had a friend, I think he was from China or Hong Kong, I don't remember because I was so young, and his specialty was using kind of a calligraphy brush to make bamboo ink art. And he could make the bamboo look really realistic. And that kind of what it reminds me of. So this is her art. Okay. And yeah, it looks like inspired. Like I've seen similar stuff at the Biwako Visitor Bureau's office. I don't think it's the same. I'll have to double check. Give you guys her link. Hold on. Is it?
あ、どっち？
Yeah. Yeah. Kaoru Masuda is her name, and she does commissions and whatnot for her art, and yeah, you should really definitely check out her work. I wanted to kind of push out her work here because some of it's really great. Yeah, it is gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, hold on. So I will let her know that I'm supporting her, and we were supposed to kind of use this in the video, but unfortunately we weren't able to go to that place today. Things changed kind of last minute, but I did want to promote her artwork. This is a local artist doing some really great stuff with painting and music and engraving, and so yeah, check her out. Sorry, so in China we would call this Chinese painting. Yeah, I guess in Japan it's called something different. Yeah, I don't know what it's called in Japan. Traditional Chinese painting, I guess. Sumi no e? これ sumi no e? 違う?
墨の絵？言い方が違う。
Your grandma did this, really? Okay, excellent. I think it's wonderful, and she does like time lapses of her drawing it. So really cool stuff. So I would like to also kind of support a local artist here with her artwork, and she's based in Kansai, definitely. So I think she's actually.
I think it is.
Yeah, that's it. Ink wash painting. What do you call it? Sumi no e?
水墨画っていう。
Suibokuga. Here's a little excerpt, I guess, from is a kind of Wikipedia type page. Shao, that's the image I had in mind. So, yeah, that's really cool that your grandma did this. It looks amazing, like seeing it actually done in real time because I saw my friend do it. She still have painting of flowers and stuff. Scenery. She drew a tiger once, yes, and it was quite good. Yes, that's right. You know, Shao, I know you might not be playing Magic recently. I'm not really playing Magic and stuff, but Magic the Gathering is this huge card game around the world and has a big influence in Japan. Like, I think Japan's like one of the biggest countries that supports Magic. This new set, Strixhaven, which is kind of like their spin on Harry Potter. They have these mystical archives, this kind of alternate art, and it's all in this kind of almost ukiyo-e, maybe similar type of brush style. Not exactly the same, but it's all kind of Japanese. Yeah, there's this really cool card that I want to actually make a photograph of. It's called Faithless Looting. It's the Japanese mystical archive version. You got to check it out. It's like a geisha having two bowls. One is flowing blood and the other one's flowing fire in front of a red torii shrine. So I was hoping maybe one day to collaborate with people and turn that into an actual photo. But yeah, so, this is, trying to give back to local Japanese businesses, local Japanese artists by promoting their work. So, check her out, like her. She's also just started a YouTube channel as well. So yeah, guys, go. A guy at your company plays Magic. Boom, there you go. And actually, you can play Magic the Gathering on iPhone and Android now. I don't know if you've seen the Japanese version. Oh, you did a pre-release together. That's awesome. Online or in person? With masks? No masks? Anyways. Yeah, the Japanese kind of commercial for that, the new, is it Strixhaven or just maybe Magic the Gathering? Oh, Magic the Gathering on mobile is wacky. It's wacky. Online. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's that kind of new, I forgot what it's called, cast Spellslinger or something that you can play online. It allows you to play with people. Oh, Magic the Gathering Arena, recently I heard, is it tomorrow in America? If you play online, you might be paired up with Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is like the richest YouTuber in the world. And if you play him, you don't have to win. You will get $25,000 US, I think. I guess if you're eligible for it. So yeah, I guess they're supporting people playing Magic the Gathering. And that's $25,000 US. 25,000,000. That's 250万. 250万? 50. 25万? No, 250万, ne? 250,000 yen, I think. You just get if you play the guy. You don't even have to win. Like, I'm not into buying cards anymore because I'm spending a lot of money for gear for this stuff. But every once in a while, I'll be inspired to either play online or just buy it for the art, right? So the next set is Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Oh, I miss playing Dungeons and Dragons with you guys. Anyways, let's go to a different topic. Let's go to our. Oh, by the way, do you need some more? Are you thirsty? Do you need something to drink?
I already pour more glass.
Really? Sorry, I'm talking too much. Did you have 2 glasses already?
Oh yeah.
I'm getting a bit thirsty.
Oh, sorry.
Can I have some water too?
Oh, some water.
Beer and water, yeah. So guys, we have a few snacks that we'd like to introduce to you. You can beat Mr. Beast. Pretty confident. You can beat Mr. Beast. Is that what you wanted to say, Xiao? I hope you do. Beat the beast.
Do you want some snack?
Yeah. Let's bring out the snacks. Thanks, sweetie.
Which?
We should also do the cake at some point. Yeah?
Cake?
Should we do the cake now?
Up to you.
Yeah, I think we should eat the cake and have some snacks at the same time.
Okay.
Yes, I saw some of Mr. Beast vids. They are nuts. So many giveaways. Yeah, that's his whole thing. Oh, it's okay. All right, so I mean that's what his whole channel is about. It's about giving, and it's kind of like pay it forward, right? And he's made so much money. Like it's like it doesn't even. The guy is like set for 100 lifetimes. It's crazy. The first YouTube billionaire, right? Okay, want to introduce you to another thing about this guest house. So Hiroshi, the owner of this guest house, his niece runs a sweet shop right next door. Amai Monoya Ai. I think her name is Ai-chan, ne? And we went there at the evening of the first night and got some sweets. And she was so sweet that on top of the 2 sweets we got was like pistachio layer cake and like this orange melange chocolate cake. It's like totally like original. She gave us strawberry shortcake. She just gave us one for free. And I mean, maybe it's because she's showing us hospitality, but that was really cool. So thank you very much, we're gonna definitely go there tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock when it opens. I hear that place sells out in the morning. Like you got to go there early. It's like when you jun someone, right? That's a magic reference, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna go there, do a little bit of video coverage there, and include her in the review for Mio Guest House. It's weird. It's like guest house, sweet shop, and then the next shop is like a bakery. So it's like in the morning you're pretty much set with whatever you want to eat. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of strawberry shortcake. Thanks to Amaimon Ai. Amaimonya Ai. Amaimonya Ai. Can we use that as the garbage? Thanks, sweetie. Yeah, thank you. All right, wet tissues. They're like the portable oshibori. It's like currency in Japan. That's a very picturesque strawberry shortcake. You were correct, Xiao, and we're gonna tell you how it tastes because we can't transfer our taste buds, not yet, anyways. But I think Elon Musk is working on that, right? Like mind control, gorillas playing Pong, and then next is like transferring taste buds over the internet. Taste bud sensor teleportation thingy. I'm just rambling now. Hi. Oh, it's on the clear plate, so it's floating. Uiteru kanji. It's like floating right in your mouth. Hai dozo. Hai dozo.
Thank you.
Osaki dozo. Dozo. So, by the way, she said itadakimasu. I don't know really how to translate that in English. But if you want to remember it, you can do something like, it's a dirty mouse. Itadakimasu. It's a dirty mouse. You can remember it. I think it's almost like, okay, thank you. I'm going to receive the food or receive the drink. Itadakimasu. Thank you very much. Thank you for that kind of thing. Xiao, I think you could call it a flavor display. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Here we go. Oh, Chica, how does it taste?
So sweet.
So sweet. Let's
Yeah.
see. Okay, we get the. This is how most Japanese TV shows do it. It's like, oh, なんかめっちゃストロベリーの味です。まだ食べてない。ストロベリーの匂いしますね。はい、いただきます。うまい。I'm just joking. The Japanese TV shows are very exaggerated when it comes to like they take a bite. You're like, more. They give the reaction, and they'll say something like "umai" means like, "Oh my god, it's amazing," and it actually is.
can see that.
I say that, and then they'll say something like, "Oh yeah, it reminds me of that time I was at Rosa and Berry, Tawada, and I was picking the berries, and then I brought them back to my plate, and I had this reminiscence of England, and it's like all very flowery and whatnot. Very nice Japanese YouTuber impression. The itadakimasu is a tradition left from wartime, even though it feels like a traditional Japanese thing, but it is surprisingly new. Thank you. I didn't know that, Xiao. You are very knowledgeable. A very nice Japanese YouTuber impression. I don't know if that's a YouTuber impression or more like a Japanese TV show impression, but maybe it's a Japanese impression. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Strawberry shortcake and beer. Why not? Okay, so what were we talking about? Sweets, Mr. Beast, D&D. We're like all over the place now. Oh yes, it was the sweet shop. Ne? Amai Monya Ai. Seriously, we are really looking forward to kind of exploring the area more and including that in the review for a place, because I think people look at places to stay, but I think it also goes hand in hand with so what's in the area. There are some really cool things at Omi Hachiman that I still need to explore here. Shirankedo. Maybe the Japanese YouTubers did kind of maybe they did kind of emulate life imitating art kind of thing, right? Emulate those TV shows. Yeah, definitely it has an impact there. But this is not my first time in Omi Hachiman. However, I've been coming here recently, again thanks to Bioko Visitors Bureau. We were walking around here last time, and there's this cool cafe / hanko shop. Now that's an interesting thing, a hanko, right? It's a Japanese personal seal.
Seal?
Right, hanko. You have a hanko. You have a new hanko.
New hanko.
Yeah, since we got married. I have a hanko. And, because of coronavirus, hanko culture is kind of being faded out. It's this kind of seal that goes back, in a very traditional way of saying this is my official stamp. And a lot of other countries have, and in Japan still sometimes I write my signature and people are like, huh? Oh, no, sorry, I can't read that, And it's like, yeah, it's kind of not in their culture to understand that a written signature is like a hanko in a way that you're not supposed to be able to copy it. You're not supposed to be able to replicate it easily. But because of, coronavirus and touching things and transmitting things, that's slowly gone into a digital hanko, ne? Digital hanko. Do you have a digital hanko? No. Do you still need hanko for your work?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I need.
So right, so if hanko culture is fading out, this hanko maker, which runs a cafe / restaurant, his wife's the chef of it. Really cool combination. How does a business like that survive? They've got to kind of find their niche, and go to a different target market. Our company is almost 100% work from home, but they still have hanko Hanko Desha? Is that how do you read that? Hanko Desha?
はんえ
Oh my,
ハン
even
コでハンコでしょ
Hanko Desha.
ハンコでしょって何
It's like Densha de go.
あ、そういうことか。
No, I don't know. Xiao, you've stumped Chica. She doesn't know what a Hanko Desha means, but I kind of think it means like a Hanko culture company, I guess. Okay, anyways, when Chica's stumped, I mean, I'm just like, wow, I have no idea what that is. Oh, and his Hanko are more like a personalized Hanko, almost like your brand, rather than an official stamp. And I think that's a kind of cool way to make it kind of elevate to a luxury item, rather than a necessity. Yeah, I hope his business thrives because that cafe is really cool. Again, thank you, Biwako Visitors Bureau, for allowing us to
あ、
eat there.
ハンコ
Hanko Shisha?
うん。
Shisha. Hanko Shisha. Shusha. There you go. But you know, it just goes to show you that we need to innovate now, to continue these traditional things, to continue our way of life, to continue whatever business we're trying to continue. Going to work for just a stamp and goes home immediately after stamping, right? I don't think that's necessary, but you know, again, like these artists, these artisans are making unique things by hand that you cannot copy. You know, we live in such a digital society that handmade, one of a kind, tangible things have more value in a sense. You know, I kind of think of it as like from a musician's point of view, with iTunes, and you know, you can just download music. Sometimes you don't have to pay, or people don't pay. So how do you sell your music? You gotta make tangibles that you cannot digitally clone or copy so easily. Like a signed CD, or a signed lyric album, or a signed shirt, or whatever. So yeah, we do need to kind of innovate and see what works. But again, getting back to Omi Hachiman, I go off on tangents all the time. Yeah? Omi Hachiman got these beautiful canals. You can take a boat ride there on the weekends. You can just walk around and get lost in the old antique streets. There's this, Xiao, you might be interested in this too. There was an antique shop that we kind of found there by chance. It had things from the 50s or 30s, but they had a coin collection. And some of those coins, I was with my friend Andrew and his wife, who's Chinese. And Andrew speaks Chinese too. He's from the Ukraine. But old Japanese coins that are actually Chinese coins. Yeah. I don't even know what they're called. They're like the really long oval flat ones with a kind of square hole in the middle. I hope to see them again tomorrow, and show them to you. And it's run just like an old couple running that shop. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the stuff I would see in museums. So yeah, I paid maybe about 1,000 yen for 3 to 5 coins, and they're at home sitting down somewhere. I'll probably bring them out again at some point in a video or whatnot. But things like that, you know, things that have, if you're gonna invest in something that has value to you, hopefully it's something that you can't just copy so easily. It has unique value to it. Anyways, yeah, man, this has been fun. Chica, what's the next snack that you want to introduce to everyone?
Introduce?
In China, we have craftsmen that would carve hanko from your design, and your choice of material could be jade or granite or whatever. Yeah, that's awesome. I think I've kind of seen that kind of stuff in museums. It's kind of like a personal and unique thing, like art. But in Japan, it's kind of all the same, a small plastic cylinder. That's a good point, yeah. I mean, I had to order my hanko because I don't think I can walk into a Konan or somewhere and find the one, you know, in the little Ayueo list. But yeah, I understand what you mean. It's not like a factory-produced thing. There's love that goes into it. There's craftsmanship. And that's really cool. And that's what I like about this place. It feels like almost the updates they've made are almost by hand even. Like maybe even Hiroshi's hand. I don't know. Hi. Which one would you like to try? Oh, show them to the camera. Show them. What do we have? You can go closer. You think
Matcha pocky?
Yeah. Or
Or 枝豆
edamame chips.
枝豆ってなんていう
Edamame is edamame.
枝豆
I guess it's like a type of green pea, but
Green peas?
green pea. I don't know.
Green
Do you guys know what edamame is in English? It's always been edamame for me. Soybeans?
Soybean?
Soybean peas? Soybeans?
Green pea? I don't know.
Edamame is always edamame for me. It's like sushi is always sushi. Which one you want to try? Actually, hey, why don't we ask the people in the audience which one you guys? Okay, guys, which one do you guys want us to try first? The matcha pocky or the edamame chips? Matcha pocky or the edamame chips? Let's try that again. Matcha pocky or edamame chips? Shao says, edamame chips, the kind of madness only Japan is capable of.
Only Japan?
That's a good one. Only in Japan, right? I think a very famous Tokyo YouTuber, that's his thing. Only in Japan. And his name is John, I believe. He knows my friend Kevin, who's also a YouTuber, Kuma's Kitchen. And I think they stayed in this exact guest house about a year ago. So this is kind of crazy that, yeah, we are staying in another YouTuber that I really like and respect. Both of them. Two YouTubers I like and respect that we're staying at the same place and doing a review for. It's really cool. Okay, ja, I think Xiao's comment makes me want to try edamame chips. Edamame chips. How about we finish? Let's finish the strawberry shortcake first. Here, dozo. Dozo. Ja, I'll finish it and you open the bag. Uma. Uma. Do. Chica's uma is more like, yeah, it's okay. Xiao says, if I have to choose, what I want you to eat is edamame flavored pocky. Edamame pocky.
Edamame pocky?
Maybe we can make that happen. This is the land of edamame and pocky. Quiz for you. Which day is the official pocky day? Pocky no hi. So as some of you might know, I do voice work, voice narration and voice acting on the side sometimes. And yeah, I had an audition, I think, for Pocky. Pocky no hi. It's a thing. Pocky no hi. Pocky. You have to do all these things. So I sent in an audition. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. But Pocky. Pocky no hi. Happy Pocky no hi. Pocky. Pocky. You know, they got the direction of like, oh, Genki, but pure and, you know, charismatic and light and fun. That was the type of voice I had to do. They ended up choosing a nice young girl for the Pocky no hi, or something like that. Anyways.
I got wild smell.
It smells what?
Wild.
Smells wild. Like the Magic the Gathering commercial for Japanese. Magic Gathering. Here we go.
Wild.
I can't smell it. I can't smell anything.
Really?
Maybe because my nose is stuffed up. Okay, you have to try it.
Wild.
I can't smell the wild. I don't know what she's talking about. Xiao said, wow. So, Pocky no hi. When is Pocky no hi? Uma! Mecha uma! It's actually pretty good. How would you describe this? どうやって説明するの?
This taste?
Yeah.
It's difficult. wow. It's wild. あの、
Wild. What is it? It's wild.
なんていうか、how can I say? そのまま。
Sonomama. It's just like that. It tastes just like edamame. Okay, repeat after me. It tastes
It tastes
just like
just like
edamame.
エドメ。
Okay, so そのままはそのままをそのままで言うと、通訳すると it's just like that. It's just like that.
It just
It's just
it just
like that.
like that.
It's just like that.
It just like that.
Yeah, but if you want to say まあ、枝豆の味のまま、it's just like 枝豆.
そう。
Or just like edamame flavor. Jerome had a good question. Do you ever get weird directions when voice acting? So it's a good question. I would say it's more like lost in translation directions. So one of the funnest voice acting jobs I have is for the local radio stations, FM 802. And they're kind of like the Z95.3 FM of Osaka, right? So they're like the pop and hip hop and the just popular top 40 music radio station there in Osaka. And I guess they like me because I do all the crazy voices, right? I don't know if like what would be an example, like Overwatch, the what's his name? Junkrat. He's like this Australian, like I can't even do it that loud here because I don't want to disturb the neighbors, but he's like, hey guys, how's it going? Like that type of voice, and they love it. They just love me going crazy. But the way I've been trained with them is to start off neutral and then go a certain direction, right? So I'll be like, if the voice line is, this part of the program is brought to you by Nippon Seimei, like for example, right? So you got to do it, start off neutral. This part of the program is brought to you by Nippon Seimei. And then they'll give me a direction like more high tension. So high tension means like more energy. It's like, this part of the program is brought to you by Nippon Seimei. And then from there, they just want you gradually, turn up the dial. This part of the program is brought to you by Nippon Seimei, right? But then they'll do the exact opposite. And they'll go like, okay, now more cool. Okay, I'm just like, wait a minute. Motto cool na koe de, motto cool de. So this is where it gets lost in translation. So it's like, cool in English should be like, hey, this part of the program is brought to you by Nippon Seimei. Right? It's like, hey, I'm a cool guy. But cool in Japanese is more like, ochitsuku kanji? Cool.
かっこいい。
Kakkoi. Yeah, so it does mean kind of kakkoi, but I don't know what the Japanese version of kakkoi. Kakkoi means cool, like you're a cool. Like it doesn't ring the same bell with me. Like, じゃあ cool の声はどういう感じ? Like 例えば
低い。
hikui, like sorry, I need a drink here. じゃあ neutral の声だったら neutral voice would be, this part of the program is brought to you by Nippon Seimei. で cool な感じは、this part of the program
Yes.
is brought to you by Nippon Seimei. Right? So like to me cool is more like, hey, this part of the program is brought to you by. Like it's a different image in my mind. So their cool is almost like Barry White, like, hey baby, this part of the program is brought to you by. No, that's Eigo no vision of cool. But Japanese vision just means kind of like a low voice, like, this part of the program is brought to you by Nippon Seimei. What cool, ne? So it's like this hard. Now that you mentioned it, yeah, Japanese cool is a bit different from English cool. Yeah, it is. It's like a weird lost in translation. I don't say lost in translation. I guess it's just translated differently. So I'll get that type of direction. Oh wow, that's neat. Cool means something different in Japan. It does and doesn't. So like when there's this like TV show called Cool Japan. So that cool can means like, hey, yeah, that's cool. Like that's neat. But when a voice director says motto cool na koe de, like give us a more cool voice, they're not thinking like, hey, that's cool. They're thinking like, oh yeah, Yeah, kind of a mix of sexy and serious. Yeah, that's like today is pokey day. You know, it's like, and that to me is like, yeah, it's not computing in my mind. Um, but one of the funniest jobs I had voice recording was, so there's was it Sazan All Stars? Sazan All Stars. One of my favorite bands. They made a new album called Monster. Zoo. Oh, it was no, the Bees no 新しい album Circus or Monster, or I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was jungle or something. It was like kind of safari jungle themed. So their album was called Jungle or something. And they wanted wild. We want a wild voice. I'm just like, wild? Like, what does wild mean? And I guess I was thinking like Crocodile Dundee wild, like Australia outback wild. So I was like, I think what was the line? It was something like, this album coming out next April or something like that. So like, they're wild, like, this album that's coming out next April. You know? And then they're like, yeah, more wild, like this album that's coming out next April. So it got kind of crazy. And then they wanted me to do animal voices. So I had to do, can you do animal voices? I'm like, you know, yeah, I want more of that. So yeah, I was like, and so I pulled out all the, you know, all the animal voices. They were loving it. And so they see the album Jungle on the radio. Animal or something like that is Jungle. I'm sorry. The next door neighbors are like, what is going on in that house? But yeah, that was probably one of the most craziest jobs I had. Yeah. Well, one of the coolest jobs I had, the sponsor was Disney, and it was for the new campaign for Star Wars. So it was Star Wars Forever. And you an animal, bud? Horsey time, Roger Lee. Hey, Roger, nice to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I'm an animal. I'm a cool animal. But it was for Star Wars Forever. And I was just geeking out. Like, obviously, I'm not going to meet anyone famous or anything, but the catch line was, they asked me for my input sometimes. So they'll give me a sentence in Japanese. Oh, obviously, I knew the lines for Star Wars, right? It was like, the Force be with you always. And they had a few Japanese lines. Dozo. And they're like, how would you say this in English? And I was like, how would Obi-Wan say this? Right? Obi-Wan. Yeah, so it'd be like, oh, you have been waiting for this all your life. Star Wars Forever. That's a really bad Obi-Wan impression, by the way. But yeah, like, I kind of geeking out. But the Star Wars Forever was probably the coolest voice thing. But no, so kind of like on a different voice acting thing, like NHK, which is kind of like the PBS of Japan. Yeah, also I get work with them sometimes, and it's voiceover for video. So like they'll do a documentary in Kyoto about traditional arts in Kyoto, right? Like actually traditional knotting, which kind of lends itself to kind of bondage and stuff. But anyways, so like they'll often interview these masters of their craft, and they're often old men, you know, and speaking in Japanese, and I get the visuals for it, and like the man speaking in a very kind of gruff kind of voice, and he's got all the and ha's and like but yeah, it's kind of cool. Like I have to imagine his voice, but I don't have to sound like an old man. I just got to sound different so that my voice contrasts his voice. So if he's talking like, 京都会社の何百年前の、僕の父は, like he's got that kind of a voice, but I have to come in and over and it's like, oh yes, our company has been going on for about 400, 500 years, and well, and you have to kind of time it with the timing of him. So I'm basically like a voice actor, like dubbing. I'm dubbing, right, in English. And we get the lines, and sometimes a Japanese line will be like so many words, but it translates to English as like one sentence. Like it's like so short, and you have to kind of spread it out. And those are the cool ones. Xiao says, okay, it's past midnight. I gotta sleep. Lito, hope your plans go well. Hope we can meet up again one day. Xiao, yeah, me too, man. I don't know. Like, I am supposedly going to Tokyo sometime in May. I don't know if you want to meet up, and that's totally up to you. But it would be really cool to see you. Thank you very much for joining and chatting with me. I really appreciate you being here. Have a good one, man. Take care. May the force be with you. Always.
Good night.
Good night. Sweet dreams. I'm gonna eat this edamame chip for you. Display vision, display flavor. But yeah, big announcement to some of you who already know, but some of you might not know. I got an audition with NHK for an actual TV show that they're putting out called Kansai Deeper. Because coronavirus is kind of spiking right now, we don't know what the details are. It's up in the air, but basically I passed that. So yeah, I'm going to be one of the hosts for their TV show. It's kind of based on like a travel show, but not exactly travel because they don't want to sponsor travel right now officially because they were with the government and all. So it's a weird kind of expose of local things in Kansai. That we might be filming on location now. We were supposed to film in the studio, separate rooms and whatnot because of coronavirus, but everything's up in the air with that. But I'm really excited to get that kind of job, even though it's maybe like once every 2 months, maybe film a day or 2 days. All of that kind of stuff is really cool. So, you know, getting back to the gaming anime theme of these last 2 days, it feels like life in a way is like a video game, right? And when you're in line with your goals, things unlock, doors unlock, and you level up. Oh, that was Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was saying this with on the Joe Rogan Experience. So check out that interview. Maybe I'll show the link. He's like, and then all these doors open, and then you level up again, and more doors open, and it's like you understand things, you see things differently. And what I'm leveling up now, I'm feeling, even though I haven't like fully leveled up yet, but there are a lot of opportunities out there that I didn't see before because I was kind of stuck in one place, you know, stuck in this routine. And coronavirus has like flipped the whole world upside down, but it's also kind of made us have to think differently about our life. I hope everyone's doing well and all, and I know it's not easy for a lot of businesses, for a lot of people, but we're humans, and I think the great thing that we have is that we adapt and think and you know, adjust to the situation. So that's what we got to do. You know, we got to keep on keeping on, but not in the same way that things were before. Just got to kind of think about it and see things differently. So whether you're having a hard time, and I was having a hard time, and I still am sometimes, but I just want to put it out there that there is kind of hope. Even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, just try to see things different. You know, you might need time for yourself to kind of get clarity and peace in yourself to kind of calm down. But I hope that in time, everyone's gonna find a way. Right. Yeah, thanks, Jerome.
Are you sleepy?
No, I'm not sleepy. I'm not sleepy, but these edamame chips keep in my throat. I'm not sleepy. Are you sleepy? Well, it is past midnight here in Japan, but guys, wherever you are, Jerome, Roger, thank you guys for tuning in. Everyone else who's checking out, thanks for tuning in. What time is it over there, guys? It must be like super late for you.
Super late?
What time is it there? Vancouver. Oh, it's 8 in the morning. Wow. 8 a.m. Saturday AM. Saturday morning.
Morning. Wow.
Really appreciate you guys checking it out.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. I wonder if there's any other clips that I can show you from today, the last 2 days. Let's see. Oh, we got to do the Star Wars unboxing. Star Wars no unboxing now.
Yeah.
So, show. Let's see if there's any other videos. I'm looking on my iPhone right now. I'll just leave you with this little clip of like 8 a.m. Thanks, Jerome. On the train. Oh, not on the train. In the car, just kind of showing you the surrounding area and whatnot. So hold up here. iPhone. Bam. Okay. This is kind of what we were surrounded by today. Really cool stuff. Just rice fields, the rice coming out.
To do the video?
Yep. You see some of them, I don't know if you can, I don't think there's any sound that they can hear. Sorry if there's no sound, but hope you're treated to the kind of countryside here in Shiga. The reflections of the flooded waters there. We saw a shrine in the side of a mountain. You have to kind of hike a whole bunch of steps up to. That's really cool. That's something I want to check out. Yeah. Haven't been able to fly the drone yet today, or this time, but maybe tomorrow I'm gonna have a chance to do that. So yeah, maybe. I know the owner of this guest house, Hiroshi, wants to drive us around. Oh, thanks, Jerome. Really appreciate it. Oh, it's Friday for you, right? Because we're from the future. Are you going to work today, or are you working from home? I think you might be working from home, right? No.
Work at home?
I think Jerome is working from home. I'm not sure if everyone else is. Dude, I'm so jealous that you guys are getting together and doing music and stuff now. That's really cool. Yeah, I know Jerome, Roger, Brian, Kanita, Frank. 最近またバンドやってるらしい。
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. How are things where you guys are right now with coronavirus? Are things settling down? Are you able to meet up with small groups of friends? Are you... I'm sure most places in the world are still wearing masks. Work from home, right? Yeah, we're going into a third state of emergency, and Japan's kind of weird because they don't have any legal power to really do a full-on lockdown. So everything's like, we urge schools to close down, and we hope that people don't travel between prefectures. And with that in mind, like, it's getting harder and harder for businesses to shut down earlier and people to comply with that. The effects kind of is what diminishing returns. But a lot of the times you just go out and it's the same. Yeah, it's been awesome. It's still difficult to navigate with COVID. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, a big issue here in Japan because like there's not a lot of people getting vaccinated yet. Japan seems to be slow on every front, and it's a very controversial thing here too. And we talked with the others today, and the question popped up: do you want to get a vaccination? Chusha shitai, chusha uketai, and it's like a lot of people here are wary. They're not sure. Third wave too, so God got creative with how to practice safely, right? Right, like the rehearsal studios are still open, right? They're still allowing people. I'm the little side project band I was with, they were still practicing for a while. I decided not to practice right away, but it's hard for all businesses related to live music and practicing, and it's just weird. I'm glad that you guys can still keep it up somehow. I hope we all get 5G real quick, because then 5G, maybe you can practice without any delay online. But I missed you guys, man. I can't wait till the day we come back to see you guys in Vancouver. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know when that is. But yeah, Japan's really slow with the vaccinations. A lot of people have heard the news of in Japan there's a lot of people who get allergic reactions, anaphylactic shock. Not a lot, it's a small percentage, but it creates a lot of fear in people's minds, and they're more wary. But Japan has had like a history with the government telling them what to do, so the government's very standoffish when it comes to things like that now, and they're very allergic to that. Yeah, more 5G, right?
Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying. Hana ya de. Hana. Excuse me, guys. Yeah. Shiga.
You are homesick.
No, I'm not. I mean, I am, but not to cry. Hey, can you give me the box? Put the garbage in there. Hey. But yeah. Miss you too. Are you crying? I'm not crying. I'm a man. Grown men can cry. I'm not crying now. Anyways, yeah, I mean, Jerome, has mom gotten the vaccination yet? I think she didn't. She say she did. I can't remember. But here it's like mainly frontline workers. We were wondering, has Anne got the vaccination? When are you guys scheduled to get it? How do people back home in Canada feel about vaccinations? I'm assuming that people are pretty much on board with them. I mean, I think in Canada, more than other countries, the government's been pretty transparent. But yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. How is it from the ground level there? This is drying my throat. Unfortunately. Yeah, thank you. But I'm not crying. It's just my throat. All right. Yep, she got her first vaccine and Anne did too. Great. I'm glad to hear that. So mom got her first vaccine and Anne got a vaccine too. Already, yeah. So they're waiting for round 2, I guess, huh? When is the rest of like other people when is there a lineup? When are you guys lined up to get it, I wonder?
How to draw?
I'm asking now. Yeah.
Be sent.
And how do you guys feel about the vaccine? Do you want to get it? Is there less opposition towards it? Registration is open and I'm registered for vaccine, but rollout is still slow based on the lottery. Oh, it's based on the lottery. なんかくじがあるね. Yeah, lottery to you. Lottery, ne? Lotto. Yeah. That's interesting. Based on a lottery, so it seems like are not enough doses have been acquired yet. 日本は遅いな. Japan is slow. まだまだ. We don't.
いつ?
Yeah, September? 9月かな? We have seriously no idea. I mean, first line workers, right? The nurses, doctors. Wow. Well, and much older people, yeah, are getting it, but everyone else, we don't even know. They keep talking about, oh, we're gonna get all these doses and stuff, and I don't know. I mean, but at the same time, a lot of people are reticent about getting it. Priority for vaccine is for older population first, then younger and younger on lottery. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, give it to the more high risk people. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's fear, you know, still kind of clouding people's judgment, and we just talked about this. Like, Chica's like, if it were 100%, I'm gonna take it. You know, we don't know. You know, this is our best defense against it right now. Yes, it is risky. Yes, people will get reactions. Yes, some people will die. But the scientists say the risk and the reward is much higher. Risk is much lower in comparison, right? So that's what they're saying. But I don't know if Japan's a very conformist society, right? So if one person does something and it's the norm, then a lot of people will jump on board. And it works the opposite way as well. Yep, the schedule is everyone will be vaccinated in July, September, but it needs to pick up distribution speed soon. Yeah, July through September, right? Yeah, you know, it's Japan's government has been like really weird with the vaccinations. So they're like, we don't have vaccines yet, but we're gonna go in a state of emergency. but the Olympics will still happen. And it's like a lot of people are starting to, the public are starting to think like, why are you pushing the Olympics so hard? We understand from like a economical point of view, né? Money, it's a lot of money involved. But at the same time, I don't know if it's going to be safe. Like, honestly, I don't know if I want to be in Tokyo at that time. I'm in Osaka, so I don't need to go there. Yes, the Olympics are a cool event. I remember Vancouver Olympics, man. How cool was that? Didn't even go to like an official game, but watching on TV, being in that, the crowds downtown, being in a bar, it was amazing. But I don't think now is the time for such big events, so it's gonna be weird. Now, here's the thing. Getting back to that NHK TV show, Kansai Deeper, there's kind of people half joking that so Osaka is getting a World Expo in 2025, so that's like 3 years away. Yeah, it's going to be the site for the next World Expo, or in 2025, and people are kind of joking that it's Japan Olympics 2025, right? So we're really trying to promote the Kansai area, Osaka, for that. Because right now I'm not crying. Because right now it's hard. You didn't say anything. Anyways, I'm starting to get a little tired. How about you? I'm tired.
I'm getting drunk.
You're getting drunk.
I'm not tired.
Chica's getting honest. She's like, Chica's not tired. She's like fired up. I'm like, I'm getting tired. Well, I was holding the gimbal all day today. Yeah. Well, that's all good. Anyways, guys, I want to say, I think we're gonna finish soon and just kind of chill out. But I want to say a big thank you for making this first stream possible and a success. It's getting late now, so we do have to go to bed at some point and pack up for tomorrow. But yeah, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading a lot of the content that we talked about today very soon, and more in the future. So please keep your eyes on this. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Japan fam. Cheers. This girl. Maybe we're gonna do just a Chica live stream, ne? Chica stream 今元気やから. So Chica's like, I'm ready to go, and I'm like,
yeah, I'm okay. Next time.
Shout outs to all of you guys. Shao, Jerome, Roger, my old student. Thank you guys. Yep. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See you soon. Bye from Japan. See ya. Bye bye. さよなら。また今度ね。
またね。